gonna start with a 40-man roster for the White Sox.
I was thinking about that, but you'd have to call that out.
And we're not gonna talk about the 40-man. We're just gonna talk about like how they don't have 40. They have 39 right now.
Yeah.
They just signed Tristan Peters from the Rays to get to
They
39.
traded for him.
Oh.
For a player to be named later, which is
And
basically
cash.
Basically, just
a nobody.
You know,
that was good.
We have so many guys in the minor leagues now, pitchers, but we have no idea where they're all going to be. They're all going to start coming up and landing and not having to go back and forth like Jonathan Cannon. Or Sean Burke. We have.
Burke. Oh yeah.
So we have I would think 7 or 8 guys potentially in the rotation. You know, that's including that Drew Thorpe. But yeah, you have him, and then just a bunch of guys coming off of elbow surgery, and then all the guys that were stacking up the past year, like Davis Martin and Shane Smith.
Oh, yeah.
So those are definites, but then the rest of the rotation, I don't know. Because they're all from the minors. We just don't know what they're going to be. Because we need lefty. We have no lefty pitching except for that new kid that we just got. Hagen Smith and then Noah Schultz. We don't know where they're going to be.
Probably in AAA by the end of the year.
Be hoping one of them would be up at least in the bullpen.
Smith, I think. He's a little older. He went to college.
Yeah, Arkansas, right?
Yeah.
He pitched in the College World Series. Mm-hmm. I think he eliminated. Weren't they the team that played UCLA and eliminated that Rock Chalowski last year?
I don't know.
I think it was.
Oh no. He definitely has a thing against them then.
Well, it's always nice to have enemies on your team.
The draft lottery, they won.
Yeah.
So but they didn't really have any significant free agent or trades that they made.
No, they're not
up until then, or the winter meetings weren't really eventful for them.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the last time this happened, I was 2 years old. First pick in the draft.
Harold Baines?
Yeah, Harold Baines, my favorite player growing up. He's in the Hall of Fame. I was actually at the White Sox game when I was a kid. I think I told you the story with my sister. And Harold Baines was wearing number 3. That was his number. Mm-hmm. My sister's like, why is he able to wear that? Babe Ruth was number 3, and that number's retired. My dad had to explain each team has their own retirement numbers. 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out at the old ball game. Remember I told you that story?
No.
And then she'd say, what a place at the end. And she said, that's part of the lyrics. And we're like, no, it's not. You're ruining it.
Oh, don't hate. Don't hate on her. She was young.
She won't remember that anyway.
Probably not. But the overall first pick will be Rock Chalowski if everything goes well for him in his junior year. Is it Emerson?
Emerson high school.
Could be the other guy.
Yeah, he's a senior in high school, so.
Oh, I don't think they're.
They said all things can. If he has a great year and Chalowski has a bad year, they could switch. But
I think with leadership, you'd much rather take leadership than
someone who played 3 years in college opposed to a kid not even out of high school. I mean, I don't think the White Sox are that far gone where they need a high school kid.
They just took one last year, Billy
Nick
Carlson,
which they're projecting to be an outfielder now, because he's another shortstop. And what about Jacob Gonzalez? Remember him? Me and you were sitting there watching that draft. Remember he played for Team USA? He's a shortstop. And
they just took shortstops last year?
Well, he was 2 years ago.
Oh.
So this would be 3. No, Hagen Smith was picked. The year before that, it was Jacob Gonzalez. It was Jacob Gonzalez, Hagen Smith. Noah Schultz is in there somewhere too. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they pitcher or shortstop. That's all they've been doing.
Montgomery's in there.
I think he was.
Wasn't he 23?
20.
Oh, yikes!
Right, but that's 5 years ago. He's 24 now. Right? Well, he was drafted right out of high school. He went right to the minor leagues.
Where would Chalowski go? AAA?
Probably AA or AAA, yeah. And then be down there for maybe a year.
Yeah.
Or maybe not at all.
I don't think.
We talked about Gordon Beckham, your buddy.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. He came out of Georgia. He got drafted. And then that was 2008, I think. Azaguin was the manager. Mm-hmm. And he was up at the end of the year.
That's different. He still had like a month.
Still, he was up the year he was drafted. And so the same thing could happen with this kid. Because what's going to happen is Montgomery's going to go to third. Because this kid's a shortstop. And that's,
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
not moving. I mean, it's already been speculation that Montgomery would be a third baseman anyway because of his size.
They're playing him at third a lot.
Yeah, they were playing him at third.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's going to be a mystery. They're kind of thinking maybe that'll be. Then Vargas would have to be the first baseman. But the thing is, what it comes down to is Cholowski's right-handed also. You can't have a whole right-handed infield. So they're going to try to,
Well,
I don't know.
Montgomery is left-handed. He's in the infield. He's left-handed.
I guess he's a left-handed hitter,
Yeah.
but he's a right-handed fielder. Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. I know they're trying to get they want a first baseman who's a lefty.
So that would be
Anyway, we're talking about
Teal.
years from now. Kind of going all over the place. Because this team's kind of like in such a flux right now. We don't know
You
what.
can kind of like mess up.
We have no outfielders. We have no idea what our outfield's going to be. But our infield's kind of coming together. But now that we have this first pick, it changes everything. Because who knows, Montgomery can come back and have a sophomore slump. I don't know. Because he was way above expectations.
Yeah.
I
don't think he would. Just because I don't think mentally he would be able to if he had a sophomore slump. Because that was his whole thing, like that whole mental deal where he was sent to Arizona. Yeah, I don't think he would be able to do that again. Where he would go like
revert.
Yeah, I think he's far enough away from that where he wouldn't struggle for a long period of time, at least.
That's the hope, at least.
Yeah.
He seemed to figure it out, but he has to prove it.
Let's talk about the Bears.
You want to switch?
I do want to switch. Because we were talking earlier. I think I could...
Oh my god, not this.
See how easy it is to rage bait?
This isn't rage bait, this is just stupidity. Go ahead, say what you're going to say.
If I was a man in the NFL,
now you're changing things.
No.
You didn't say you're a man, you're saying you're you.
No, if I was in the NFL, I would be a man.
You're saying if I could long snap and make a tackle.
Yeah. I could. As me, I could long snap in the NFL. But if I was I could tackle.
Yeah, you'd snap the ball and then you'd be just annihilated.
Okay, that'd be fine. I would just lay there. Like, that'd be fine.
But your job's to run on the field and make a tackle, which you couldn't do.
No.
We talked about this before.
If you long snap, you just snap the ball and then... because you're you're helping the punter.
Yeah, you have to make a tackle.
I would.
No, you wouldn't get 5 yards on the field. They would just...
Okay, but I would get up.
No, you wouldn't. You'd just be laying there. And they wouldn't let you get up.
I wouldn't get up?
No.
Oh, because what's his name? 400 pounds?
Yeah, 400 pounds to you. Yeah, he's like 4 of you.
Yeah, he's 4 times my weight.
But he doesn't play special teams. But yeah, that's the point. I mean,
I'm just saying
those guys
defensive
are big.
guy.
Look at the size difference between me and you. I'm small compared to those guys. And I'd kill you.
If you were tackling me.
I played football. Not now. I'm talking back in the day.
I think I could.
But you could long snap. You're a great long snapper, which was surprising. Which is like automatic. We did the thing. We measured it out, and she could long snap. It's perfect every time. But that's about the extent of it. After that, you're just going to get killed. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars to kill you. And you're like 5 foot nothing.
I'm 5'2.5".
Yeah, and these guys are the smallest guy on the team is like usually like 5'8", and they're the fastest person on earth.
Yeah.
And they're not 5'2" and
a half.
I'm getting 5'2 and a half. Say 5'3". I'll give you 5'3".
My report says 5'3" on my page. For lacrosse, it says 5'3". This one's really stupid. I hated reading this. But of Indiana gaining the Chicago Bears.
0.
Why would he suggest that then?
Because he's saying it's not leverage, but that's what it is. The timing.
He's trying to get money or them to
be
progress.
Okay, if we're not going to do it here, I'm gonna not go to Illinois then.
It's so stupid.
White Sox pulled the same thing for years that they were going to go to Florida.
Nashville.
Nashville is the newest thing. Since I was little, Sox were moving to Florida, and then they built that stadium and no one moved into it, and then the Tampa Bay Rays moved into it, and now that stadium's blown to pieces by a hurricane. So it's like, it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing team owners try to do.
he said in that little report that state leadership says it won't be a priority in 2026 to
Right.
build.
Right. And they want this happening next year because he
Okay,
promised.
then pay for it.
When he was hired as the president of the Bears, he said there'll be shovels in the ground by 2026.
Okay, then do that.
So now he's looking.
Then
like he's
pay
losing
for it and
face.
do it.
But you have to have. It's not about the stadium. It's about the infrastructure around the stadium, streets, plumbing, buildings that are not associated with the stadium. You have to have all that set up. So when people go to the games, that
It's
you're
ready.
not driving into like, a side street to get to the stadium. You have to have this whole thing set up, and it's not right now. The Bears symbols are transitioned away from the C.
I like the bear. That's what
Well, that's Bears
I grew
symbol. It's
up
been there
on.
forever, but that wasn't the official logo. But they officially changed it this year to the bear. United Center was the latest new stadium. It might have been.
Like
That was in
professional
the
stadium?
90s. And Comiskey Park, well, whatever it's called now,
Right
guaranteed rate.
field. It's just right.
That opened in 92, something like that. And the Wrigley Field, that dump's been around forever. Soldier Field's old. We don't get new stadiums around here, especially at new plots of land, like you said. They usually just build in the parking lot next door. So what happened? United Center was right next to Chicago Stadium. They just built, and then they demolished it, made a parking lot. And
That's great.
with the Sox.
Yeah,
They
have
built
home
it next
plate in
to
the
it.
parking lot.
Yeah, exactly. So we never got a new stadium and a new plot and a brand new modern.
What would they do with Soldier Field though? Would it just be a landmark?
No, it's the city's. Doesn't matter. It's the city's building. It's not the Bears don't own that. They're renting it basically. Yeah, like millions and millions of dollars. That's not paid off. It won't be paid off for a while. So that's another wrinkle to all this. They move out now. They're leaving the stadium that still has a lot of money owed on it. It's a mess.
They have won 5 of their last 6 home games though.
They would win that anywhere. Well, the thing too is they talked about the timing of him. Like the Bears are going into one of the biggest games in 10 years. And why bring this up now? The stadium thing?
Right.
If it's not about leverage and saying, hey, we're going to be good, and don't you want us to have a new stadium?
I didn't think about that, yeah.
It's like, get out of here. It's like, no Bear fans are thinking about the stadium right now.
No.
We finally have a team we don't understand because we never had something like this. And so to wrap our mind around having a stadium on top of that, we never had a new stadium. I told you, I grew up in old Soldier Field. It was a dump. It looked way different. It's completely different inside. It's a small stadium in the NFL. And it's got a beautiful view and it has a lot of history in it. The statues all around it, which we've been at.
Yeah. The Walter Payton one.
And the George Halas one. And it's a perfect plot of land, but I just don't think they could get a deal ever done
to stay or
leave? To stay.
Oh, okay.
The Bears just didn't buy the track. They bought everything associated with the track. Because they used to be, all the jockeys and the horses lived in a certain area, and that whole area there. That's
that was
all
bought out?
All of it, the whole land. It's huge. I mean, that stadium's just going to be like a little spot of that land. It's huge.
Because they have to build a parking lot.
Not just the parking lot. They're going to have all these like stores, and it's going to be not just Bear stuff. It's going to be like it's going to be like a destination. Like you go there in the off season to just go and hang out into like a downtownish area.
Aww.
So you can walk around, and it's going to be like a place where also they want to do, the Final Four, or have the college championship there. It's going to be a dome. They want to have conventions there. They want to have it to be a spot to use year round. They want a Super Bowl there. I mean, this is something that's not just for the Bears. This is supposed to be something for the city and for the people that we've never seen before. But we never had a new stadium, a modern stadium and a dome. Imagine having a dome. We went to that dome in Milwaukee. That was awesome.
That was nice.
And the way that stadium is set up, it was so perfect. Where we
had it half open once too, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was cool to see it opening, or to see it from the street opening, and then how they made it so it's easy to get in and out.
Yeah.
Because
the Brewers know what's up.
Because that city planned around it. Well, ours doesn't. We just plop something in an area that's been there for 100 years, and then getting in and out of stadiums anywhere is the worst.
Unless you're like just walking up.
Yeah.
Like for Steelers, you just walk up. Yeah. At least for me, I just walk and see. And then Pirates too. They have the same parking lot, I think. They share the parking lot.
I never saw the parking lot. Well, it's right in the middle. Yeah, because we always walked over. Wrigley Field doesn't even have parking lots.
They don't know what they're doing.
Because they've been there forever, and they built into a neighborhood, and so people would just walk there or take a train.
Aside from that, we'll get back to football. The Super Bowl's kind of just like up for grabs.
Yeah,
anybody.
Totally. Yeah.
Mahomes is out. Burrow's out.
Lamar Jackson's
out.
No, he's not out. He might be out.
Yeah.
They have to win. Yeah, it's either the Steelers or the Ravens. One of the two teams will get in, one will be out.
And the Eagles are a complete wreck.
They're getting better the past week. They've destroyed the Raiders 36-0 or something.
Well, it's also the Raiders. And then the Bills' defense might be
the Bills' defense
kill
is
them.
It's terrible, yeah.
And then Rams are good and Seahawks are too.
Yeah,
That
so
comeback,
I know, that was weird.
16
And
like
overtime,
deficit.
and they went for 2 to win the game because they knew they had the division.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they win? Was it a split series?
I think they play again.
I thought they already played twice.
I'm not sure. I thought they played one more time, but I thought the last game of the season they played each other, but I might be wrong. I don't remember. If you ever watched football games back in like the 80s,
it's scary.
There was no rules. Like I watched the 85 Bears the other day, the NFC Championship game against the Rams. Every time Jim McMahon threw the ball, he got hit. The ball would be gone, and he'd be standing there, and it was just part of it. There was no
roughing the passer.
No, there was no. They didn't do roughing the passer back then.
When
That'd be egregious, like where you took the guy and threw him to the ground, or hit him like after like 10 steps. But you get 3 or 4 steps, you could just destroy the quarterback.
Because like momentum.
Yeah, momentum. You can just run through the guy. They don't expect you to hold up. You just run through him. That's how you're stopping yourself. Run through the quarterback, even if he doesn't have the ball.
What with the punters? Did they have rules with them?
No, it was the same. You couldn't. They're roughing the punter, but you had to like run him over. Like if you blocked the ball or hit into him, it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, you had to.
So it's like now, if you touch him.
Yeah, if you touch him, yeah. And if he does a fake spin like they always do, then it's a penalty. The punters always go, "Ooh."
Yeah.
But back in the day, yeah, you could. It's terrible.
Yeah.
And there were headshots all over the place. I mean, that was standard. There's no penalties for that. No penalties at all. You could just take a guy out and knock him out.
Just for the fun of it?
Yeah, you could just drill a guy going over the middle, and that was it. But I think that's the other thing you guys don't realize is, as your generation, is like when we watch as an older generation and see someone get hit and the penalty flag comes out, you're like, what? Why? Because we watched it all these years where these guys were getting annihilated and nothing. Like Tom Waddle ended his career, my buddy Tom Waddle. That was a penalty because the guy did a headshot.
Mm-hmm.
Literally took a chunk of his chin out and tore his knee up, and that was the end of his career. But that generally was not a penalty. You could just destroy, knock guys out, and move along.
Like how the Packers threw Walter Payton over a bench.
Yeah.
Was that a penalty?
That was a penalty.
Okay, because you can't just do that.
It wasn't a penalty until he went over the bench, though. He was being shoved for like 10 yards, and then he goes over the bench, then the flags come out. Yeah. But yeah, that was a different time back then. I'm sure back early before that, in the 50s and 60s, even worse. There was no rules.
Like they also didn't really wear anything.
No, they wear stuff, but they also clothesline each other, or choke each other, or go for necks. That was like a big thing back then, is go for people's necks. Uncle Don played with him. He was a lunatic. He said him and his brothers, he played against his brothers, and they literally would spend pregame fighting the goalposts. They'd just be pounding on the goalposts at the end zone. And they'd be watching them just beat on the goalposts because they're lunatics. And then they come out and everyone's scared because these maniacs are just busy beating on goalposts. Who wants to have anything to do with these guys? They're nuts.
That's
like I said, that one story, I remember one of the centers for the Vikings said, he was about to set the ball and his hand was getting all wet, and he's like, he thought it was starting to rain. He looks up and Dick Butkus is spitting all over him. But he knows he can't move because he's a center. And so he decided to let him spit all over him.
That's disgusting.
So like I said, when Dick Butkus got hurt and he couldn't run anymore, everyone was gunning for him. Anyway.
Just like how the Bears are going to get payback this weekend.
Except clean.
Yeah, but still, it's payback for their loss against the Packers a couple weeks ago. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago?
They play Cleveland, so it'll be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
About Cleveland.
Packers lost to the Browns.
Yeah. I didn't see that game, so I don't know how that played out. But yeah, that's pretty sad. And they probably.
I only watched it because Hannah
Gabriel was the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was by a field goal. Again, the Eagles. When they lost to the Eagles, it was also by a field goal.
And we gave up a field goal.
Yeah.
31-3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was in Cleveland, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That makes a difference too.
But they just lost Micah Parsons. The Packers did, to a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just leave that there. Yeah. How is the offensive line going to play differently? How are they going to adjust to not having him there or have to have a guy on him?
Yeah, that's going to change everything. You don't have to account for him.
Right.
So it frees a lot of things up.
Can they relax a little bit? Or
no, you never have to relax, but now you do less chipping. you know how the tight ends have to chip him?
Mm-hmm.
Colson Loveland or Cole Kmet would chip him, and they always had a guy committed, 2 guys committed, 3 guys committed to him.
Mm-hmm. They don't have to do that
They
anymore.
don't do that anymore. There's no one on that
What do
team
they
that's
do
even close.
instead?
They're just going to have straight up blocking. You could have one-on-ones. You could have stunts where you have guys, you know, coming out to get the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you have second level guys where we're going to run all over them. That's my prediction. Because they don't have a guy that we have to dedicate 2 or 3 guys to.
Right, we
you
kind
know,
of just go.
You could have a regular run offense without having to worry about some guy being, the wrecking crew all by himself. You know, so he didn't do much against the Bears as far as stat wise, but he was a pain the whole game.
Yeah, because he was
Because
taking
he
up
was because they
attention.
had to account for him all the time. Van Ness is nowhere near as good. The other end, the kid I told you from locally,
Oh,
the guy who's
Vernon Hills? Stevenson?
he went to Stevenson. Remember I told you his girlfriend is Cole Kmet's sister?
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Then you told me Jaden Reed
Yeah,
went to Mattia, my lacrosse high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. He knew my lacrosse coach because he was also a football coach at the time when he played football. That's just insane. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 years he was at Mattia. Yeah.
Yeah, and then went to Central.
Mm-hmm.
Switched districts, but
How did that happen?
huh?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. But I know your favorite player, Jalen Johnson.
Where?
Yeah, you love him. He's only played 4 out of the 14 games.
Oh, he's had some core injury. So
I think it was his groin.
yeah, it's like I think it came off the bone or something. I don't know, but yeah, he's been good. The thing is, he's been good all these years. I don't have any problem with him. But this,
You didn't like him this year.
because he doesn't play.
Yeah. He had the best game of the season with the interception and a pass deflection.
That was a weird play.
That was
I thought
the
that was a touchdown,
interception.
the Jerry Judy, and then it just
And he ran out the.
And then he ran out the end zone.
Yeah.
They always identify him because he always wears orange sleeves.
Really? Isn't he number 1?
He's number 1. He used to be 33, and I think he
And
changed
Justin
to 1.
Fields left, and he took 1.
He took 1.
That-
But they changed the rules then
That's
too, where
disrespectful.
the defensive backs could be more than just 20s or 30s. They could be teens and single digits.
How would beating the Packers shape the remainder of the season's expectations?
Well, they're in the playoffs if they win, basically.
Yeah.
They don't clinch it unless Detroit loses, too. But
Right.
if they win, then Detroit has to win out. And so,
that's
and then
just
plus, it's Ben Johnson promising his win.
He's weird.
And he gets to, LaFleur will have to eat it. Because I know they don't like each other. You could just tell.
Yeah.
Which I
It
don't
seems
blame.
genuine, too.
That handshake wasn't a big deal. But they literally...
They were walking and doing the handshake.
They basically just high-fived and kept on walking. They didn't even, say, anything to each other.
We're going to end this with some questions.
Long snap questions.
No, just a little bit of not rage bait questions, but under those lines. So, this one we'll start out light and then get progressively worse. The last one's gonna be really good.
Okay.
Did the Bears ruin Justin Fields, or was he just bad?
No, he's just bad. Well, he's on his third team. It's not that he's bad. He's a college quarterback.
Yeah.
He's not an NFL quarterback.
He
runs and he's very athletic, but I don't think he ever figured out how to read defenses, and he doesn't have the accuracy or arm
That's so sad.
I don't think he would ever work. I mean, he's on his third team.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably gonna be on his fourth team. He's gonna be a backup now for just like Trubisky. He's just wasn't the guy. And nothing against him. He's a good guy. Both those guys, I told you before, both those guys are really good guys. Like you talk about, who'd date your daughter. I'd let them date my daughter. Both of them.
They're so sweet.
They're very good quality human beings. They're just not NFL quarterbacks.
Mm-mm. That's okay.
And that's okay.
I know this is your favorite Bears quarterback ever. If Jay Cutler played in the NFL today, would he be the best quarterback ever?
In what?
In the NFL right now. If he played right now.
No, he wasn't good when he wasn't the best quarterback when he was playing.
But
back
there's
when
also it's very different now, kind of.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't want to talk about Jay Cutler. The guy literally is in jail right now, isn't he?
What?
He has DUI or something like that.
I didn't know that.
He's a
mess.
That basically, I told you the story with Jay Cutler that encapsulates his personality. Tom Brady, as far as football is concerned, was dedicated to football like no person's ever been dedicated to football.
Mm-hmm.
And when he talked about the Deflategate and stuff, which I don't care about that stuff, but the way he prepared balls,
which I understand, because when I was trying to catch a ball in the winter, they're hard.
Yeah, they're hard.
I would deflate a ball.
Did you ever see a ball? Did you ever see a ball get prep for a game, they do it's like a 2-day thing of prepping a football.
Really?
You know, they have to get the leather all ready. They have to like put all this
For a
stuff
winter
on.
game?
For any game.
Oh.
The balls are all prepped. But the thing is, like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, you know, they dedicated part of their time to how those balls were treated. And then when they interviewed Jay Cutler during a game, I think they were going against Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, they were talking about footballs. And they go, what do you do to prepare the footballs? And he goes, I just take whatever they give me. And I'm like, that sums up Jay Cutler.
That's awful.
Yeah, straight from his mouth. I don't care. I just take whatever they give me.
Yeah. Yeah,
His,
I understand on Tom Brady and all their levels because I don't just pick up a lacrosse ball. Like, there's greasers, there's certain...
Yeah, right.
Like, you have to know what you're picking up.
He couldn't care less.
No.
And that just goes to show his dedication. He's thought, like, oh, whatever, I'll just take this ball, who cares?
Mm-mm.
And that's just like that's a tiny little,
yeah,
you know,
but that's
part
very
of the game.
important.
But the fact that he didn't care,
yeah, that's
just showed what he cared about.
And next one, do Bears fans overvalue or analyze defensives because they've never had a trustworthy offense?
It's a weird question.
Because you can never trust an offense fully. Do you care more about the defense because you can't really care about?
Well, like I told you before, I'm confused about the offense because we never had an offense that was so.
Mm-hmm.
I think they said this is the first time we have a top 3 or 5 offense since 1977.
Mm-hmm. So are you trusting it more, or are you more?
No, I don't trust it at all because I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like
you can't trust an offense.
To not have something that you've never had before and understand it is impossible.
Right. If the Bears were in any other division, specifically the NFC South, I guess, would the Fields or Trubisky rebuild would they have been successful with that?
No, I don't think it would have mattered.
No matter the division,
no,
it was a bust either way.
Yeah, I don't think they're the right quarterbacks. They just didn't have it.
Even if they won like the South or any other.
I just don't think that. I don't think it would have mattered.
In.
No, it'll come out eventually if you can't quarterback.
Especially once you actually get to like playing.
Yeah, once you get in
the playoffs.
Yeah. And then the NFC South's not always been garbage.
The
Saints won the Super Bowl. Well, the Panthers always suck, but they've been in a Super Bowl with Cam Newton. We're going to talk about Cam Newton. And the Falcons were in the Super Bowl with what's his name, Ryan, the quarterback.
Fitzpatrick?
No, that's his last name, Matt Ryan.
Oh, I wasn't. I thought you were saying first name.
And then Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl a couple times. So.
Oh yeah, with Tom Brady though.
With Tom Brady, and they won with a couple times other quarterbacks, Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer. AFC South wasn't always garbage. Just recently they've been garbage.
And if Caleb Williams keeps struggling in the first half or just early in general, what does Ben Johnson have to do? Or is it him or who is it?
I don't know.
Who's to blame on that one?
Like I said, I don't. If I knew the answer, I'd be working for them. I have no idea why he's so bad in the first half.
It's weird.
He overthrows constantly.
He was 0 for 5.
It's like that, but it's every game.
Yeah.
The first quarter, it's like he can't complete a pass. I told you.
Unless it's to Colston Loveland, but we'll get into that later.
It's just hard to watch that because I'm always frustrated in the first half because he can't complete a pass. Mm-mm. And then the second half, he just lights it up. It's like, why can't we?
Yeah, fourth quarter, both? Caleb Williams in the first and second.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what the issue
What goes through his mind, or
if he's just geeked up in the first quarter where he's just so...
Yeah, anxiety.
And he just overthrows.
That matcha, too much caffeine. Whatever he drinks.
Or his nail polish fumes.
Whoa, I like that he paints his nails.
I don't care if he does. I want him to do it forever if you keep winning. I don't care, and I love that it gets people all riled up.
Oh, same, yeah, it gets people angry.
He does it more just because of that. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. He can do it every time.
King. Love him.
Yeah, it's bear colors, so it's all good.
Aw, he's so cute. I love that. We'll move on to a little bit of the White Sox questions.
Got that thing on the screen there.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's okay. Was the post All-Star break peak in 2025 an accident? Or do you think it was genuinely constructed on purpose?
What do you mean? An accident?
Do you think it was accidental that it all kind of combined?
That it wasn't the plan?
Yeah.
I think it was better than they thought it'd be.
So it was... They didn't mean to do that, but that was...
Yeah, I think that their expectations weren't what they got. I thought Montgomery and Maedrow and Teal particularly,
Mm-hmm.
were way better than they thought they'd be. And then the fact that there's so many of them at once, you can't expect that to happen. And every time they
Right.
plugged a guy in, we talked about it before over the years where we were watching other teams have guys come up and we're like, why can't we have that?
Right. It's
How
frustrating.
come every time a guy comes up to
He's a
like Tim
bust.
Elko, where he can't get a hit, can't get on base, and then he's hurt and he's gone, you know? But
Yeah.
for us to have each guy come up, Caro, Teal, Mydra, Montgomery,
They're all clicking.
hit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Even the pitching staff.
and the pitching staff, yeah, too. And it was just, the bullpen was lousy, but Fassel was good. But it was nice to see guys come up and actually contribute and actually not go right back down to the minors. Like they had to think partly that it was going to be good because we did trade a lot to get these guys. I mean, we traded one of the best pitchers in baseball. I mean, we might get 4 starters out of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Crochet. Yeah.
was it Mydra, Teal, Montgomery,
Gonzalez.
and then the pitcher.
Well, Winkleman or whatever.
Gary Arto.
No, it was Winkleman Gonzalez.
Oh, Winkleman Gonzalez.
Yeah.
The other guy that was a Dylan Cease trade.
Yeah.
That was the other thing. We traded another one of our best pitchers and got
For
a bunch of
Drew
guys
Thorpe.
back. And Drew Thorpe and that
Mm-hmm.
their pitcher and a couple other guys. But
Yeah.
well, the fact that the Red Sox want Teal back.
No.
Did you see that interview with Chris Getz where they're like,
Yeah.
usually you respond to those things? He goes, I just sent an emoji because I'm not doing that trade.
Was that the interview with during the winter meetings?
It was one of those, but they said the more you reply to those, the more detail you put in emails or texts back. And he goes, "What'd you do?" And he goes, "I just sent an emoji." That's how serious I'm about your trade. I'm not trading him. It was weird that he goes. He even said it, which is weird. He said, I've never been in a situation or heard of a situation where when you trade someone away, the next year you're trying to get him back. That never happens. It's usually years later, if ever. It's not literally the next year you want the guy back. That's weird.
He was so good. I want to hear your opinion on this. This one isn't White Sox, it's football. But, okay, so 1990s prime versus an NFL player, who are you picking to go against? Who's your, who couldn't defend you?
Oh, they all could. This is the NFL.
Okay.
I didn't even play much in college, so there's no way I could take any of these guys.
Who do you think you could have a chance beating? In a freak thing, who could you beat?
On the Bears or in general?
In general. I have a couple. You brought it up earlier. I looked up this guy. Lawrence Taylor.
Oh my god. Lawrence Taylor would kill me.
No, for me!
He's a defensive end.
I know, I would be a tight end.
Oh yeah.
If I played in the NFL, I would be a tight
He'd
end.
eat you alive.
Brian Urlacher.
Another guy would kill you. You know how big Brian Urlacher was?
No.
6'5", 250.
It's weird how much weight they lose once they get out of the NFL.
And he was tall. That's one of the things that made him such a good linebacker is he can fall back into coverage and you can't get it over him. Because he's so big. Because he started out he was safety in college. And then he moved up to-
Really?
and he played middle linebacker. But yeah, he's... I wouldn't want to be on the field with any of these guys. It's like those... We
I
told
feel
you
like I could.
that interview with those pitchers that we saw those videos were like, if a regular person went up to bat, if we threw 100 pitches at it, how many would they hit? Every pitcher, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Same thing.
I feel like I could hit a bloop single.
No, you couldn't. I bet you wouldn't touch
Off
the ball.
Of Paul Skeens.
You wouldn't touch the ball. I bet you wouldn't, and you'd be crying because the ball would be coming in. After like 3 pitches, you'd be like, I'm done. Then you're going 100 pitches, Paul Skeens throwing 100 miles an hour at you with movement.
Oh,
No
no.
way, you'd be
Fastball.
running. And football's the same thing. These guys are world-class athletes. Every single one of them, even the worst player on the worst team, would kill me. I'm not stupid enough to think I could take anybody, especially in my prime. I wasn't good enough. It's like I just wasn't built to be a professional athlete. Most people aren't. That's why these guys get paid so much money. If everyone could do it, you'd get anybody off the street. But these guys are
I'll stick to long snapping.
long snapping and then drop.
Yeah, just falling over.
It's a long snap. You just can't run after that.
No.
You'd be a moving target.
I feel like people would be out to get me. Or they wouldn't. I don't know. Hopefully we never.
It depends on your attitude. If you're like, I'm all great, and blah, 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 I'm going to make a tackle, then they're going to make sure you're not. Yeah. Because, if you brag, they'll come get you.
This is why, at 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna train with Colston Loveland.
You could do long snapping with him.
That'd be really fun. Yeah. And then Emma will put me in my place and be like, you can't. We did this once. I don't know when we were coming back, but this will be the last thing. But we were coming back from dropping Sage off, and I was talking I was just talking, and she was like, I bet I could tackle it. I'm like, I don't think you could. So she lowers her head, and she could have drilled me, like, completely. I was defenseless. I was just standing there, and she stopped, but I'm like, if I was prepared for that, I could have tackled her. But
The thing is, with bigger players, and I played it before, bigger players, you just have to take their legs out. There's no tackling. You just have to run and wipe their legs out. Because you're going to be overpowered. You're small. You have to just take the legs out. That's it.
yeah,
You can't do the wrestling
watch
stuff.
out, Emma Diaz. I'm coming for you.
She's going to jump over you.
Oh my gosh, wait, did you see that photo? She did jump over me once.
Yeah, that's all it takes.
We were in the hallway of our dorm room, and then she's like, I bet I can jump over you. And I'm like, okay. And then she jumps over me. But she fell because she didn't want to hit the ceiling. I need to reach 1,000 subscribers just so I could test this theory. Would you want to come? Or would it just be like me,
No.
Emma, Sage,
Yeah, I think it should be
and
you guys.
Hannah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They'd be my film crew.
Yeah, you need to be you guys. It has to be like a
Authentic.
team thing. Your crew.
Watch out. Yeah, my crew, my film crew.
You have to pass out all your Loveland jerseys.
Yeah. Whatever. Ugh. That'd be insane. Get me to 1,000 by, I don't even know when. Let's just get to 1,000
It has to be by the summer.
by the summer. Or next summer. I'm thinking end of sophomore year. Genuinely, I could hit 1,000.
The thing is, the better the Bears get, the harder it would be to get access to them.
That's true.
You know, you never know.
Yeah. You know,
All it takes is a viral video.
they already liked one of mine, or commented. The Bears commented on one of my videos. I just had to keep doing that. And then I could train with Colston Loveland at 1,000 subscribers. That'd be so, I think I could.
You could tackle him.
I could tackle the
Oh
Colston.
my God. He would step on you. You wouldn't be able to.
I think if I could play defense.
Oh my God. Like over a foot taller than you and outweighs you by more than 100 pounds. It's like he would do one move and be like 10 yards on the field past you. You couldn't guard him for more than a split second. Like
Yeah,
at the line,
Yeah.
and he'd be gone.
He'd be gone. Yeah. There's no way I could ever recover from anything.
And then you'd never be able to tackle him.
No.
He could probably drag you 100 yards. You'd be hanging onto his foot, and he'd just drag
Just
you.
like the Bengals defense.
Yeah, right. Except worse.
All right. But yeah. We did have a similar play where we both got hit,
But
I came out with a bruise and on the floor, and he
was a touchdown winning. Yeah.
game-winning touchdown. That's whatever. Yeah, that's all for today's podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe and get me to 1,000.